I think our offensive line, first and foremost, with what they did, getting movement up front, giving a ton of lanes for Miles to be able to, crease them early, and I think that kind of helped us to where they had to start respecting Miles and our inside run game, and that opened up holes for quarterbacks on the outside.
How do you put up 63 tonight? But do you think you've played anything close to your best game yet as an offense and as a team in general?
No, there's definitely room for improvement from us. Obviously offensive, we just got to execute a little bit more. We're not going to be perfect, but we'd like to be. And there were some just little detail errors and things like that every single game that we can always clean up. And that's where we'll go back, start looking at film. Tonight as we're on the plane, start looking at those details and start getting those things cleaned up. But obviously when you're scoring 60 with 3 points tonight, it's you're not going to be disappointed in that. If you score 63, you're going to give your team a good chance to win. So happy with the win, but definitely just little details to clean up and keep getting better.
Trace, could you feel Miles kind of taking over a little bit there in the third quarter? I mean, you really started showing up as the ball.
Yeah, at halftime we felt like he kind of took a little bit more of a voice than he usually does, as far as saying, we just got to start executing. We got to play cleaner, we got to play better. And he did a really good job when he came out. We felt that we could run the ball really well. We had been doing it in the first half, and we kind of said, we're going to come out and establish our running game for good and kind of try and take them out of the game that way. And our offensive line did a great job. So he was kind of hyping up the offensive line, how every time we get back to sidelines into the locker room at halftime, he's like, hey, our line's getting movement. We can run the ball on these dudes. So he did a really good job, and again he got his chance when he kind of broke through. They're doing a good job getting him down. He was still getting those 10, 12-yard runs, and then he finally burst one.
Is he normally more quiet at halftime? And I guess what does it say about him that he kind of stepped up in that way?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting more comfortable every day that he's in there, and he just continues to grow and become that leader of the offense, leader of the run game, and he's just kind of becoming more vocal. And I think he's starting to feel a lot more comfortable in that role.
Trace, what's the feeling when you get the momentum, 42 straight points in the second half? What's the feeling like when you're in that zone offensively?
It feels good. Obviously, when you can put up points like that, you're in a good zone. And again, credit to our offensive line. They really came in and took over this game and allowed us to do it on the ground, and then we were able to put some points up through the air too. So it was good.
Through this whole season, how have you guys finished? Has that been a theme, I guess, leading into the next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think how we finish is something that we always talk about at halftime, and kind of every single game. We always talk it's a 4-quarter game. Starting fast is something that we hype on, as far as if we can get a fast start, scoring and winning the first quarter is something that we kind of always preach. If you can do that, you're going to give yourself a good chance to win. But it's a 4-quarter game, so you got to be finishing strong towards the end of the game. Fourth quarter is when games are won. So I think we all understand that, and that's a big thing that our coaches harp on.
Trace, Coach says you haven't played a complete game all year. How close do you think you are to getting it?
I think we're close. I mean, obviously, you're putting up 63 points and not playing full complete games. You're close to that. And I think when we talk about complete game, it's having the success with the full 4 quarters, not having certain drives where you're getting the 3 outs and things like that. And not to say you're going to go out and score on every drive. That's the mentality that we want to approach every single drive with in every game. That as an offense, we're not going to be stopping, and as defense, our defense isn't going to give up any points. I mean, that is a perfect game by, I guess, standards, but how often do you really see that? So it's something that we strive for every single day. That's what we want. But we just know we can clean up some of the details, and I think we start cleaning up those details, that'll get us closer to having that complete game that Coach is talking about.
I know every game's the Super Bowl, Trace, but next week is, I think, going to probably be special for you guys, would you say? And how much are you looking forward to it, and what sort of messages do you have to get through to the younger guys about going into a game between top-10 teams in a crazy atmosphere like that?
Yeah, I think the big part is just enjoying tonight. It was a great win against a tough Big Ten team on the road. That's kind of the thing that we need to first focus on right now, and then we'll get into next week when it's time for that. But that's the main thing that we're focused on right now, is just focusing on enjoying this win, getting back, getting some rest is going to be big. We're going to be on the plane, not going to get home till late, so just resting, being able to kick your feet up and watch some college football games on a Saturday tomorrow. That's going to be big too. So that's kind of all we're focused on right now, and then we'll get into the meat of next week and things like that when it's time.
Catching a touchdown pass. Best game of the year. How good is it for you guys to get into a rhythm heading into the Bolton Big Ten play?
Good. I think obviously we wanted to get Juwan going. They've been to the point where we were close. We just hadn't quite gotten him going yet, and I think tonight was a good thing for us to get him going. And kind of get his confidence, burst it up as we get into the Big Ten play. So that would be good.
So you cut a touchdown pass and it got waved off. What were you thinking in that situation? I mean, you were able to score soon after, but
yeah, I was excited. We had that play, and we knew if we were able to call that play that we were gonna be able to score on it. But it was, it is what it is. The penalties, kind of happen. Those are things that we got to clean up, and the little details and stuff like that. So, yeah, it is what it is. Someone came up to me and was asking, who owes you one on that, whoever was downfield. I'm not sure who it was, but it's one of the things that it happens. You got to get it cleaned up. But again, good thing was we were able to bounce back and score later on that drive.
Following up on Javon, can you take us through the touchdown pass and just what makes him so difficult to defend, especially when you get in the other red zone?
Yeah, I think one of the first things that makes him so difficult, when you see him, is just his size and his catch radius and his length. It's difficult when you can put a ball up, high where only he can get it, and he is literally the only person who can get it. I mean, that's something that, you always talk about, quarterbacks, throwing it in the end zone, especially in the back of it, put it high where only your guy can get it, but he gives you a few extra more yards because of his length and his ability. So I think that's one thing, and then, combination of his speed, and, really it's starting to be his understanding of football and understanding of, zones, where to sit and those kind of things. He could run every route. He could be over the top. He can, make the underneath run. He's a tough guy to bring down. So I think that, those kind of things are what's going to, kind of just continue to keep him rolling and what makes him so difficult to defend.